Tonight's event is presented by Accenture, and I'd like to welcome to the stage Accenture Senior Managing Director and Global Microsoft Account Lead, John Gingrich.
On behalf of my Accenture and Avanade teammates, we're very happy to be here and celebrate this 50th anniversary. We're also celebrating 2 milestones in our relationship. This year marks 35 years of Accenture and Microsoft partnering together. And as of next month, it also marks 25 years of our joint venture, Avanade, which is pretty amazing, and you'll hear from our Avanade CEO later. We definitely value the relationship with Microsoft, and as we look ahead to what Microsoft has for priorities around sustainability, AI, operational excellence, you name it, we will be here side by side with Microsoft, finding value and using Microsoft technology within our organization, within Microsoft's organization, and hopefully, at least, within some of your organizations as our joint customers. So thank you, and thanks for having us.
Great. Thanks, John, and thanks again to Accenture for their support of tonight's event. Next up, we'll hear from tonight's presenting sponsor. I'm pleased to welcome Accenture Office Managing Director for the Pacific Northwest, Gil Wooten, Microsoft Vice President of Partner Development for Accenture and Avanade, Jason Hermitage, and Avanade CEO, Rodrigo Caserta. Welcome to the stage, Gil, Jason, and Rodrigo.
Well, thank you. Thank you, John, and GeekWire for having us, and congratulations to Microsoft. I thought I'd do a little color on our history with Microsoft, because I do feel like we played a really interesting role. I played a really interesting role. As John Gingrich mentioned at the opening, our relationship started 35 years ago. I started with Accenture 35 years ago. And our first project with Microsoft was to help put in a manufacturing and supply chain system to be able to produce disks and manuals and box up software and distribute it all over the world. We named those systems after local beers. The beer here was Red Hook. The beer in Japan was Sapporo. And that project went on from 90 to 93, and that's when I first started working with Microsoft. And I found it really hard to not stand up as part of the group that was a Microsoft employee, because I worked for so long with Microsoft. It was such a big part of my personal history. I made partner on the account in 2000. The other big thing that happened, I think, as John mentioned, was for the launch of Windows 2000, Microsoft was going very big in the enterprise. And, our team started spending some time with Microsoft about what does it mean to go after the enterprise. And there were 3 really fantastic individuals. John Connors, John Connors was the enterprise sales lead at that point. He worked for Steve as the enterprise sales lead. Mitch Hill was in this room. Mitch Hill, bring you back to his name in a minute. And then the guy I work for that has John's current role is named Bill Schaffner. Those 3 guys met in Building 22, in a cruddy little conference room in Building 22. And they got on a whiteboard. I think, Steve and our CEO had given them some kind of direction, but they got on a whiteboard and said, we're going to create this billion-dollar relationship. And that was 25 years ago. And that billion-dollar relationship was spawned what has turned into our alliance with Microsoft and our joint venture with Avanade. So I'm very, very proud of my personal history with Microsoft. I'm very proud of the relationship that we've all built together. We've come each other's first and best customer, and I tell you what, we have blown the $1 billion away. So Jason, I'll hand it over to you.
Awesome. Thanks, Gil. So first, it's an honor to be here for the 50th anniversary of Microsoft, and of course, the important role that Accenture and Avanade have played in that journey. 50 years. I don't think anyone said half a century. It's pretty incredible when you think about it. But the mission that we've had has always been a big, bold mission. And this partnership has always been a part of how do we make this real for our customers? How do we make this real for the world? And again, when I think about the way we think about this partnership, we talk about it as customer zero, partner zero. First and best customer, first and best partner. And it shows up in all the numbers. It is, they're the largest Azure customer we have, the largest, partner we have, the largest M365 Copilot, Dynamics. You can pick any category we have. They're always the first and best. And at the end of the day, the reason that they're first and best, and they've been our partner of the year 19 times, is because of the impact that we have at the customer. It's about the customer impact that we drive. And of course, as we look at this new era of AI, it's incredible about the opportunity we have, but it's going to be partnerships like this that help us really unlock that full potential. And we're doing it today. We're doing it in healthcare, improving patient outcomes. We're doing it in manufacturing, use AI to reduce waste. We're doing it in retail, making safer experiences. And so as we think about, the pace of change that we've all talked about, there's a few things that we do know. One, this partnership is going to continue to innovate one customer at a time. And the second is we're going to figure out how to make what was impossible yesterday possible tomorrow. So I'm really excited about what does the next 50 years hold for this partnership. And I think there's just so much opportunity there.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. Avanade is turning 25 years old next month, coinciding with Microsoft's 5th anniversary. So we live and breathe Microsoft. As Avanade, we live and breathe Microsoft. That's all we do. We do this for a living. And when we think about what is next, clearly the best is yet to come. In the new horizon, which is our strategy for the next 5 years, while still be in collaboration with Accenture supporting the large enterprise accounts, we're expanding our business into the mid-market, which is a fascinating territory. And we're talking about thousands of majors and SMC accounts. We'll be working with Microsoft in a strong partnership, leveraging all the advanced capabilities, the best engineers that we have. We have a team of more than 50,000 people. We are bringing all this team together and now building prepackaged industry solutions that will be fit for purpose for the mid-market. So it's a very exciting journey as Microsoft pushes the boundaries of AI. We do believe that we are very well positioned to, and we're equipped to really impact this market and in companies of all sizes. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Gil. Thank you. Thanks, Gil, Rodrigo, and Jason, and thank you to our partners at Accenture.